Hey y'all, welcome back to Chasing Dreams Homestead. Me and old Dill Pickle here are working on an addition to the goat and sheep barn. Did you see him? He's doing the slip and slide. I'm gonna take y'all through when we get this bad boy done, and we're gonna show you how we build cheap, frugal stuff that's functional for the critters. Gonna save you a bunch of money and give you some ideas. How about it? Woo! As you can see here, the old Pickle likes to drop screws. Don't slide off. You about to get past the edge? There he is. All right. So everything we build is almost 90% from scraps, y'all. Friends reach out and say, hey man, I got all this clutter I want to get rid of. Can you use this building material? And I say, well, by God, yes I can. Thank you, buddy. So my good buddy Ray gave us those black boards there, them fence boards. They were old fence boards that he took down. And he said, buddy, can you use this stuff? And I said, yes sir, I sure can, Ray. So that's what we used to start the goat and sheep barn, okay? And then, if you look up under here, there's a couple 2x4s in here that my buddy Jake gave us. Some of them are warped. It don't matter. The goats and the sheep don't care. It keeps them warm and dry. So we come on in here. We did buy some pressure treated for in here because this was originally the horse barn until we got our horse a new home. Old Pickle's up there doing his job. He's screwing in them screws, y'all. So we used a bunch of leftover scraps we had, and as you can see, they weren't the full span. And that's okay that they weren't the full span because we just scabbed in some other pieces, and that'll be all right. Everything we do, these boards here on this wall, them right there, that was an old greenhouse that our friend Dineshia over at Grizzly Ridge took down and asked if we wanted the greenhouse. Now the greenhouse wasn't something that we could put back together, but we used the boards off of it that we could. Everything we do, y'all, we do it frugally because that's the only way we can afford to homestead. It's the only way we can afford to do any of this stuff with inflation. But let's get this wrapped up and then we'll walk you through and give you a final tour of it. I'm waiting on Dylan to get back over here and we'll finish up that last section there for the day. Trying to beat daylight, y'all. But during the winter time, we're gonna run the sheep and the goats in here just because the goats have been a pain in our ever living butt when we try to come over here to the property. So we're gonna keep them in here. Give them a little bit of corn, keeps them warm, puts a little fat on them. They'll be happy, happy, happy. Show you where we're at so far. Another load of those scrap fence boards. In Indiana, at least southern Indiana, during the winter, it's not really much of a winter. It's more of a daggone mud season. So, this is what we got left to finish for the day. Once we get that wrapped up, I'll bring you back on. Here he comes. Woohoo! There you go. Dylan cleaned up the edge here, y'all. It ain't 100% perfect. That's all right. He used the Sawzall. Yeah, you got in close after I told you not to. It'll be all right. The rain will run off of it. There's all scraps, as you can see, a bunch of jagged edges and stuff. We've had this metal for quite a while now, actually. So, Dylan's got her done, though. I'm gonna take you guys on a tour and explain to Mama Dreams, because Mama Dreams said, why'd you change it? What do you think of it, though, before I explain it to you?
I mean, it looks neat, but I like being able to see in it whenever you were up there.
Yep. Well, the problem is we didn't want rain blowing in, so. Alrighty, so we left this side open. Dylan ain't got a ladder to get down now. I'll get him a ladder in a minute. But, oh, he's gonna ninjetti himself down. So the reason we did this, Mama Dreams, is so that when the wind's blowing and the rain's blowing, it's not gonna blow in very well. You know, it's not often that we've got a southern rain coming. So it shouldn't blow in on this side. We left that side open for them to come and go as they want. But this is really a lot of windbreak and keep the rain from blowing in on them. When me and Dylan go out to Jasper tomorrow to get them pallets from my buddy Mike, we're gonna put pallets in here on the bottom so that they don't have to stand in mud. Because like you see, it's mud season here in southern Indiana. I said that earlier in the video. So we're gonna have them some dry decking in here, basically, in here and in there. And the only other thing that we're going to add to this bad boy that we have yet to put on it is a solar light so that they can see in there at nighttime. But I feel good now. Sheep can have their lambs in there. Supernova will probably have to come home. She's getting pretty big. I don't know why goat kids are a little more fragile. Well, Mama says she ain't due soon. But I don't know why goat kids are more fragile than sheep, but they got to have a heat lamp if it's wintertime, babies. But that's it. I'm going to walk you around the other side. I think it turned out all right for something made out of a bunch of scraps, y'all. And thanks to my buddy Scott for the metal that we used for the roof there. He hit us up when he was moving and had a bunch of stuff stockpiled like I do. And say, hey, buddy, you want this? Yes, sir. I'll use it. It's a newborn. I think it's looking great. We got it lit, finally. Man, it's been so wet around here, we didn't know if we were going to get to have a bonfire, y'all. After a long day of work, there is nothing more relaxing than sitting around a bonfire. Man. And as much as I don't like it getting dark by 6, this is a benefit. You don't have to wait till 10 to have a nice fire. Oh, me. Oh, Pickle.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun today.
Yeah.
Tell everybody that one cool thing you said when we was about to have to change that metal because it was hitting.
I said just cut the board at an angle.
Yeah, y'all. So we had an outer trim piece of wood that was getting in the way of a sheet of metal we were going to install. And I was going to notch the metal around it, and Dylan was like, why don't we just cut that piece of wood at an angle so we can slide the metal over it? Which is honestly a much better idea. It's going to protect that wood. So that's what we did. It was a good time.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard work either. Other than trying not to bust our butt in all that mud.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to enjoy this bonfire. It's starting to drizzle, so we're not going to get to enjoy it too long. But we hope y'all enjoy the video. And those videos are just ways for us to show you guys how to be frugal and still live this lifestyle. Dylan.
Yeah.
I don't think we could afford to do this if we had to buy everything brand new.
No.
Ain't no way, y'all. Stuff costs too much nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
But that's it. We'll do, videos as we do projects around the homestead. And we'll do the videos that we've been doing, those business and restaurant reviews. Those have been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And they're really helping people out. So that's the key to doing them, is they're helping out those business owners. So we're pretty happy about that. A few business owners has reached out to us and said, thank you. Since you did that video, we've had a lot of new faces come in, and people that didn't know we were even here came in. So that's pretty cool. But that's it, y'all. We're going to hang out for a minute, and then we're going to have to get out of here. The rain's coming.
Oh, yeah.
As always, y'all, till next time, keep dreaming.